Hey guys, it's Nova Scotia Thomas here. So this is going to be one of my few non-Nova Scotian themed YouTube videos um, for this channel. Basically, this is an open letter to Gen Z. So the reason I'm making this is anyway, a few days ago I was watching some TEDx videos. I like learning, like stuff. I like doing it for fun sometimes. You get some great stories. And then I started hearing about Gen Z and how some of the older generations, what they have to say about them. So apparently, Gen Z, apparently there are a chunk of people who are older who seem to think that you are lazy, that you are not hardworking, that you're dumb, stupid, and all that stuff. I will say this is what I have to say to that. They probably have a point to some extent because I am a millennial. I saw and I have friends who are boomers and are the greatest members of the greatest generation and Gen Xers, and I'm a millennial. I have witnessed in many of these cases them doing. They know if you're being stupid because I have seen what they have done when they were your age, and trust me, they have you. When it comes to stupidity, they blow you guys out of the water like you wouldn't believe. They, as a cohort, let's get started, shall we? So, millennials, my generation, let's start with mine. Everything stupid, basically Gen Z, everything dumb that you may have done or do. Who do you think invented it, especially when it comes to technology and the internet? We are the first people to post stupid pics, send people stupid and dumb pictures of themselves. Stupid, doing the most idiotic things and posting it on the internet for all the world to see. We are the first generation to be addicted to our computers and just gawk at it endlessly. And by the way, to the boomers out there, I've been told by members of your cohort some of the things you did, and oh, please be grateful that you did not have to grow up with the internet. I am pleased to say that unlike some boomers, I have never celebrated Halloween by taking a paper bag full of dog poop and lighting it on someone's front porch, just because. If you are Gen Z and have not done that, you are already ahead of the boomers, as far as maturity goes. Oh, in the greatest generation. By the way, greatest generation, the only generation I will accept criticism from millennials from, Gen Z, and, and greatest generation, you guys are great and amazing too. Um, those of you who are happily still with us. That being said, I was also told stories of some of the things you did when you were kids. You had little terrors. You had the high school bullies. You had the idiots. You had the vandals, just like everyone else when you were kids. True, you had a lot more rules and chores than perhaps future generations did. But let's be honest, you did stupid, dumb stuff too, and we all know it. So Gen Z, if you're watching this, I hope some of you guys in Gen Z do watch this. From millennials to Gen Z, you may do stupid and lazy things, but you trust me, you are compared to the previous generations, you guys are pretty amazing on a number of fronts. Um, this computer that I'm recording this YouTube video on, I had to be taught by by a guy who was Gen Z at a computer at a technology store how to do this. By the way, and if you're watching this, thank you. By the Yeah, I remember as a millennial, my cohort, we were in the entering low level workforces for a year. Then short while, then a lot of us quit. I'm seeing a lot of you guys with Gen Z taking up those positions again. For a while, it was like old, at least where I am anyway. It was like more like old people doing working willing to take those jobs at McDonald's and stuff. You guys are moving in and taking opportunities where, and your guys are seeing opportunities where my generation just got despaired and gave up. And yeah, one of the reasons I as a millennial am willing to take criticism from Gen Z. My generation had 9/11. We had our whole world thrown upside down when we were turned upside down when we were kids. 9/11 changed a lot. It was it really changed our ideas on security, our ideas on freedom, and just the way we saw the world was going. Like millennials have a saying, "Why are millennials depressed?" When we were kids, we saw two towers blown up, and things never got any better. Uh, you guys, you guys have had to deal with this. Your defining moment has basically been COVID. And not just 9/11 was a day and a lot of aftermath. The main event of COVID has been like 19 months and 18 months and counting now, I think. And my gosh, when with 9/11, we did get to have talk to people. We still got to have social interaction with our friends every day. Gen Z, you guys have had to, in many cases, not do that. And if previous generations are handling it better than you are, is because they've been through crazy stuff before already. This is like your first time. And by the way, for the record, no. Anyone who says that you, as members of Gen Z, are weak because you feel like you're cracking under the pressure, uh, what do you think millennials did? What do you think? We are the generation of cracked, basically, from from the pressure of the things we saw when growing up in the world. Uh, what do you think? Even in ancient times, um, cracking under the pressure happens. Achilles, I think, has even the ancient Greek hero Achilles has even posthumously, thousands of years of the fact, assuming he even existed, been posthumously diagnosed with PTSD and stress, and he was a literal Greek hero. So like, everyone says, "Oh, you're weak. You are giving up. You feel exhausted. You feel like you're under pressure and stressed." My gosh, like, look, okay, Gen Z. Um, I'm gonna have. Well, this is probably one of the most one of the things we millennials do wrong is that we maybe do expect you to be godlike efficient all the time. This is maybe the one wrong thing we millennials do with you guys, but it's because when we millennials look at you, we see amazing. Uh, Google it, by the way. This is not just me. What do millennials think of Gen Z? I know you guys think that we millennials are lame, uncool, and my gosh, you're definitely right. I seriously, they had Harry Potter games. They had Harry Potter games in gym class. This is what we did. I think I'm pleased to say I never did it, but yeah, we actually had Harry Potter games in gym class to get us to play sports where we would pretend to ride on broomsticks. I'm not even joking. But yeah, you guys are amazing. You're more hard work. You're probably more hardworking than us. We think you're more hardworking than we are, flat out. We think you're more better at handling technology than we are. Um, we think you're certainly more optimistic and have more get up and go than we millennials do. And honestly, if we're putting too much pressure on you, it's because we see you guys having strengths where we as millennials see you guys in Gen Z having strength where we do not. We see you guys as strong where we are weak. And my gosh, we are just hoping and praying that we live long enough to see the day when you really take off and soar because we expect it. And by the way, that's not just optimism that hopefully things will get better. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing you guys succeeding where my generation failed. Right now, already. Even as you're feeling depressed and anxious, let me tell you this, you are beating my generation. You are beating my generation already. And yeah, we're proud of you guys. We think you're amazing. And yeah, it's all the criticisms you have. Um, Yeah, you're young adults and teens right now. It is what that's it is what it is, guys. You're gonna you are gonna do dumb stuff. You're gonna do stupid things. That's every generation at that time, mine included. And you guys are probably you're probably basically same as millennials. That'll probably discourage you from doing more stupid stuff. Me saying that, or better. You're so to Gen Z. From in case you're wondering, uh, we millennials at least are rooting for you. True, we're the lamest generation of all time, and we admit it. Uh, but we think you guys are awesome. You're and yeah, I'll say it. You're better than us. And if I do one thing as a millennial, and by the my millennials, please share this around if you know anyone who's Gen Z. Um, yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing, and as a millennial, I hope that we, as a generation, can do one thing as a cohort, leave one mark, and that is supporting you guys and helping you succeed in any way we can, even if it is simply getting out of your way and giving you a round of applause from time to time. Hey, there's not much you can. Hey, we're trying to our best too. We're millennials after all. Anyway, anyway, to all the Gen Zers watching, if you think you're not awesome, you're wrong. If you and the only real dumb thing that you think of is that the only real dumb thing you think of as a cohort is that you don't realize how awesome you are. Thanks, everyone.